Welcome to the Literary Titan podcast. In every episode, we dive into a book we've just read and share our thoughts, from best-selling authors to rising literary stars. We read it. Now let's talk about it.
Be Wary of Wishes Gone Awry is a horror and dark fantasy collection that gathers 6 shorter pieces and a longer 3-part novella, moving from sea-haunted myth and biotech dread to grief-soaked domestic horror. Across stories like Sailor's Warning, The Aberration, Dearest Diary, and The Enhancement, author mythic keeps circling the same uneasy question. What happens when people reach for relief, certainty, progress, or love, and get something warped in return? The book's structure, split into one-shot shorts, slightly bigger bites, and the closing Miracle Baby, gives it a steady build, with the final section carrying the heaviest emotional weight. The book understands one of horror's oldest pleasures. Dread lands harder when it grows out of something ordinary. A sailor wants to finish a voyage and go home. A woman makes a greedy decision she cannot morally outrun. Someone wants the pain to stop. Someone wants to be more productive. Those setups are simple on purpose, and that works. The writing is often most effective when it stays close to a character's physical unease, the heat of a fever, the sting of a wound, the metallic shock of blood, the hush before something awful fully shows itself. Sailor's Warning especially caught me with its mix of folklore and fatalism, while The Aberration and The Enhancement feel like sharp modern horror, interested in guilt, ambition, and the cost of trying to correct what should maybe be left alone. I also found myself noticing the author's choices around control. That feels like the live wire running through the whole collection. These stories keep putting people in situations where they think they are making a practical choice, a smart choice, maybe even a loving one, and then the ground shifts under them. Sometimes that works brilliantly. It gives the book a clear identity and makes the horror feel grounded rather than random. I stayed interested because mythic is good at building atmosphere and at letting shame, grief, superstition, and obsession do part of the frightening work. The collection isn't just creepy for the sake of being creepy. It wants to poke at human weakness. I'd recommend Be Wary of Wishes Gone Awry most to readers who enjoy horror and dark fantasy that lean more toward mood, moral consequence, and unsettling imagery than nonstop shock. It should work well for people who like short fiction with a gothic pulse, creature horror with a human center, and novellas that sit in the uncomfortable space between sorrow and nightmare. I would especially recommend it to someone who enjoys horror that feels reflective after the scare.
Thanks for joining us on the Literary Titan podcast. If today's review sparked your interest, be sure to pick up a copy of the book and experience it for yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a rating, or share it with a fellow book lover. Until next time, keep reading, not just to escape, but to grow.